Good morning, Mustangs. Welcome back to the school year. We are very excited to have you back and starting a fresh new year. Today, I'm going to be talking about discipline. I'm going to be talking about expectations for all of our students here at the high school. So, first thing, bullying. Obviously, any severe, persistent, pervasive bullying will be dealt with immediately. Our goal is to have all students feel comfortable and included. Be inclusive, not exclusionary. Be kind to your peers. You don't have to like everyone, but you must respect them. Harassment. Any physical or written harassment is not tolerated here at Southwestern. Offensive slurs, jokes, emblems, or comments are not tolerated. Please report any harassment, any bullying to an adult immediately. We do have our Safe to Say back this year, so there are multiple ways for you to use Safe to Say. You can use the mobile app, there is a phone number, and there is also safetosaypa.org. This is important for you to see something, say something. Please refrain from making any fake reports. This takes lots of manpower to investigate, so please make sure you are using this for the good of all students. Attendance expectations. Any student that is absent from school, please make sure you are turning in your excuse note card. You do have 5 days to turn that in, whether you bring in a card to Miss Olson in the attendance office or your parent would use the Sapphire Community Portal online. After those 5 days, if you do not hand in an excuse form, that will be an illegal day. Once you hit 10 days of being absent, whether they are legal or illegal, you are put on a doctor's note. So please keep that in mind. First notice will be issued to anyone who has 3 illegal absences. That's a note that goes home to let you and your parent know that you do have absences, to make sure that you are handing in your note cards. After the 6th illegal absence, you'll be put on a SAPE plan, which is an attendance improvement plan. Any illegal absences that occur after being put on that plan, you will result in monetary fines being filed with the district magistrate. So please make sure you are using the Sapphire portal or the attendance cards to turn those in for any absences. Arriving to school, breakfast. Breakfast will be available again this year. It will be in our new cafeteria. If you're driving or you're riding with someone, please make sure that you're here early enough to have breakfast if you choose, and then to be in your first period class before the 8:25 late bell. Breakfast is not a reason to be late, so please make sure you're getting to that first period on time. After 3 lates to first period, an office detention will be assigned. 3 lates in any other class and a teacher detention will be assigned. 5th period, days 1 through 4. This is our intervention or our good standing days as it was last year. Junior and senior, if you are eligible, this could be a release day for you on days 1 through 4. Day 5 will either be clubs or career coaching. Senior release only if you are eligible for clubs or career coaching for day 5. Day 6 will always be a career coaching homeroom day, and there is no release for any juniors or seniors. It is mandatory to be in your homeroom for that day 6. 5th period reminders, this is only for juniors and seniors. If you are eligible, you can have release. Just remember, you are a student until 3:20 p.m., so please make sure you are scheduling your work for any time after 3:20, unless you, of course, are in step ahead. Our step ahead kids, they're only here first and second period. A teacher can pull you for any time, so make sure that you are continuing to keep up with your grades, to keep up with your assignments. You must have your emergency form, your handbook form, and your release form handed in to be eligible for release 5th period. These forms are online this year. Every single one of them are on Sapphire. They have to be handed in at least 4 days prior to the first release day to be eligible. You must leave the building if you are signed up for release. So what happens if you skip a fifth period when you're supposed to be there? So let's review those. What happens if I skip? Your first offense, loss of privilege for 1 cycle. Second offense, loss of privileges for 2 cycles. Third offense, loss of privileges for 3 cycles. Fourth offense, loss of privileges for 4 cycles. And if you hit a fifth offense, you will lose your release privileges for the remainder of the year. It is essential that you are checking your schedule daily for that fifth period. If you have excessive unexcused absences or tardies, you will lose your release. So please make sure you are getting to school on time and you are coming every day. Book bags, vehicles. Per our district school board policy, book bags are not allowed to be carried during the school day. So when you get to school, they go into the brand new lockers that we have. And then at the end of the day, before you leave the building, you get your book bag out. Fifth period is part of our school day. So book bags are not allowed to be in fifth periods. If you bring a book bag to fifth period, and that includes a string bag, your teacher is going to ask you to put it outside of the door. Our security officers will come and pick that up, and then you will be issued a detention in the office. Please, this is your warning, do not bring your book bag to fifth period. If you are driving or you are driving with someone else, please remember to get all of your materials out of the car before you come into school. You will not be allowed to go back out into the parking lot during the school day. Dress code. Dress code has changed a little bit, so I'm going to make sure that we go over all of these so everyone is on the same page. Clothing needs to make sure it's not too tight, not too revealing, or not suggesting anything that is not school appropriate. So examples, off-the-shoulder tops, tube tops, crop tops, or spaghetti straps are not allowed in school. Off-the-shoulder shirts, if you wear one, will need to have a tank top underneath of it that is at least 3 fingers in width. Visible undergarments, including bralettes and boxers. Tops that are exposing the student's belly button and above are not allowed. Short skirts or shorts must meet mid-thigh requirements. Clothing with suggestive messages, designs that include profanity, tobacco, drugs, alcohol, weapons, or anything sexual are not allowed. Any head coverings, hoods, caps, hats are not allowed. For anything else with dress code, please make sure you are checking our student handbook. Pass system, we do have e-hall pass back, which is also called Securely Pass. Make sure that you are using Securely Pass every single time that you are leaving a classroom. You need to also make sure that you carry a physical pass with you when you leave the classroom. Your cell phone will be staying in the classroom when you leave. Bathroom reminder, there should be only one person in a stall or single-use restroom at a time. The consequence for breaking this rule is in-school suspension on the first offense. Dance guidelines, any student that has out-of-school suspension, more than one in-school suspension during the current school year is not eligible to attend any dances. Any student that has accumulated 3 or more detentions prior to homecoming or 6 or more detentions prior to snowball or senior class prom is not eligible to attend. So please make sure you are adhering to those guidelines and understanding that discipline matters, especially when it comes to extracurricular activities. Lunch. Lunch is going to be a little different this year. We do have the cafeteria in the gym for now. During your assigned wave, make sure you are heading down the 500 hallway to past the tech ed wing, and then you're going to go down the lunch route past Mr. Vasella's room, Mrs. Lawhead's room, and our art department. Make sure you're cleaning up your trash, pushing in your chairs. If you spill something, please make sure you're cleaning that up. If you do leave your trash, you will be issued a lunch detention. Please make sure that you are cleaning up and leaving things better than you left them. Detention information. Detention will also be in Mr. Tony Meckley's room again this year, room 624, Monday through Thursday, 3:25 to 4:25. After 3 unexcused tardies, a detention is issued. Please remember that. Mrs. Brodbeck, myself, I will email you the day before your detention to remind you, so please be checking your email. If you do not attend, you will see me the next day, and you will reserve 2 detentions, one for the original reason and then one for skipping. So please make sure you are checking your email. Tobacco, vapes, jewels, nicotine products of any kind, even the nicotine pouches, are not allowed on school property. Any of these types of products are forbidden and will result in suspensions. The board prohibits tobacco use and possession by students at any time, including school-sponsored activities or events. So please do not bring any of those to school. We do have vape detectors working in every bathroom. So they are currently working in every bathroom here at the high school. Drugs and alcohol. The board mandates that any student on school property or at school-sponsored activities, regardless of location, who is under the influence, possesses, uses, dispenses, sells, or aids in any controlled substances, marijuana, THC, alcohol, narcotics, shall be subject to discipline and rehabilitation efforts in accordance with this policy. This policy 227 requires that all students found in violation will go to the Board of School Directors for an expulsion hearing. Please do not bring drugs or alcohol to school or be under the influence. Weapons are not allowed on school property at Southwestern. Weapons could include, but aren't limited to, firearms, knives, metal knuckles, razors, explosives, irritating or poisonous gases, drugs, or other items fashioned with the intent to use, sell, harm, threaten, or harass students, staff members, parents, or patrons. Please also understand that replicas of weapons are also forbidden at the high school. Searches. School officials may legally search a student or personal possessions if there is reasonable suspicion to justify a search, including when vape detectors go off. Any search and seizure, if reasonable, may lead to disciplinary action or criminal charges being brought against the student. All possessions, lockers, person, and vehicles are subject to search under reasonable suspicion. Cameras are located throughout the high school building and outdoor areas for increased safety and are monitored. This year at the high school, we do have a new cell phone policy. All cell phones will be placed in an assigned pocket in the door caddy upon entering each classroom and not be used during instructional time. Progressive discipline for refusing to put these away when asked will be teacher warning, 1 detention and a phone call home, and then an office referral. Cell phone use is only allowed during lunch and in between classes in the hallways. You are also only allowed to have 1 AirPod or 1 earbud in between classes and lunch as well. No taking pictures or videos are allowed of students or teachers in the building. The first offense of not following this rule will result in in-school suspension. Communication is extremely important. Please be checking your email. Teachers, staff members, and other students will be using this to contact you, so please make sure that you are checking your email daily. Thank you, Mustangs, for bearing with me on this presentation on discipline. I appreciate your time. Please make sure that you understand safety is extremely important here at the high school. If you see something, say something. Have a great year.